I make it harder. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah.
Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the LA Chargers. Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go here in Inglewood. Oh, he's got room past the 30. What a great return, all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into the game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. What a start.
So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Now it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They get 20 on the connection. First down, LA.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming down.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense.
And he will take it in himself. Justin Herbert, touchdown Chargers. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball, it's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come and take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Steelers 0.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Johnson now to return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback. Here's the former Memphis Tiger, Kenneth Gainwell. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end, that's Freiermuth. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A gain of 24 through the air. That's a Steeler first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get...
And he's into the end zone. Jalen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is Hassan Haskins to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Another run here with Hampton. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And the Chargers first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He's brought down at the 42
42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got his tight end, Orande, gets him the 2nd.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. 12 yards on that hookup, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Play action now. It's Herbert. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
They bring the tight end in motion. On play action now, Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Motion man is Johnston. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Asante Samuel that time, all over him in coverage.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. A solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. He'll step up and run.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 21. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 7. Play fake. It's Rodgers. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
3rd and 2. Here we go. From the gun, Rodgers. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Warren trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers now. That one, take it in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Steelers.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers are on top. It's 14-10.
Chargers 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Wilson on the start. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert on the bootleg. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Throwing right into Max Johnston. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll go with Hampton. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20 as we are ready to get back underway. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Steelers' 19-yard line.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run. This is Hampton. And he's in. And Marion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Kicker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Chargers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Steelers 14.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. Hey, can't fault the offense so far. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, yet they still trail. We could have a shootout on our hands. See if they keep up their end of the bargain. First down. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, Rodgers. This one down the field for Freiermuth. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Ooh. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense and Omari and Hampton getting set for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Hampton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Now, Herbert. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun on third down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And all of these downs, they're all tied together. Decisions made on 1st and 2nd down are what led to that result on 3rd. They were forced into an obvious passing situation on 3rd and long, and this pass rush is able to just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gainwell. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take them down for a loss.
That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's always hard as an offense to waste such great field position, but they had a short field to work with, not able to pick up a single 1st down. So give a lot of credit for the defense stopping this drive before it really got started.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Waller. Oh! And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
He takes off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Darius Davis to return it.
Darius Davis on the return.
The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And a short pickup to about the 30.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They bring their tight end right. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll get it complete to McConkey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. First down, L.A.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On play action, it's Herbert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On first down, it's Hampton. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To throw is Herbert. He'll look underneath here for Hampton. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll run on fourth down. Look out, here's a reverse. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one complete to Hayward. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and it's not going to be a lot of game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down, Steelers.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That's taken in, and he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now Rodgers on 4th down. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. On play action now, Herbert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Allen in motion. Herbert now on first down. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They send the tight end in motion. No play fake. Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a big one for the Chargers. 31 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
McConkey in motion. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
Play action now. It's Herbert. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, get a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Steelers' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He finds Austin with the grab. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. 3rd and 10. Throwing, Rodgers will set up the screen to gain weight. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming. Here's Corliss Waitman now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert looking middle and complete with Allen. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Now Herbert again. That is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. There's that man again. Another catch.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Taking off, and Rodgers has done this long enough. Gives himself up to the end, but he's got a 1st down.
Pickup. 1st down, Steelers.
And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
At the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now Gainwell. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He was taken down behind.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off, hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
McConkey in motion. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes. That run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the #1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline, it really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there in a no zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it can do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
Throwing again, Herbert. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Hampton will take this one into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Point after now from Dicker. His kick is good, and the Chargers will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
It is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. And a big strike for good yardage there.
previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Once again, it's Warren. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will get into the end zone. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
On for the extra point is Boswell. It's up and through. And the Steelers will go up by 7.
31. Chargers 24.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. Woo! Now a hit, and he lost the football.
Recovered by the kicking team.
And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 2nd down, Warren. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's the tight end. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
How about that wrinkle, Mike? I mean, down here, goal-to-go situation. You know the defense has prepared for all the traditional goal line plays, the tight red zone plays. So sometimes you got to pull it out of the bag a little bit and get creative, and that creativity nearly led to 6 points.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead.
Chargers 24.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Haskins now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Another run here with Hampton. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On play action, now Herbert. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Rodgers. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He's got Fryermuth open on the left side.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 31, here's second and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And he's in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown Steelers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers tack on one more to their lead.
Chargers 24.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and Omari and Hampton getting set for their next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9. They'll go again with Hampton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. That is brought in. And he will score. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, LA. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer.
Chargers 31.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. That back left side, he's got it. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. 1st down for Aaron. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It is 2nd and 6. Play action now with Rodgers. This one complete to Hayward. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Rodgers. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Warren. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
Gain of 7. And the Steelers first down.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Space to run inside the 20. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught by the tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 31.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Haskins now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Putting the tight end in motion. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster, and I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
The Steelers' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will have a Steelers first down. They wind up with a gain of 8 on 3rd and 4.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Rodgers now. He's going to tuck it and go. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Throwing, Rodgers. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Chargers offense and Omari and Hampton getting set for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Herbert. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 43.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, he'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weed.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 4. Rodgers to throw. He'll step up and run this. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
14. First down, Pittsburgh.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Here's a handoff to Warren. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Brings up second and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Second and 7. A run with Gainwell. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal. He's inside the 10. Mark him at the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. Looking to throw. It's over. Caught him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. All alone is the tight end Freiermuth. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Haskins now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll look underneath here for Hampton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
I like the play call there. 2nd, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly. Nothing developing. Get the ball down to your back. Pick up a new set of downs.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. It's 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now Herbert again. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give him 27, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Herbert to the air again. He'll swing this out to Hampton.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Herbert to the air again. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up.
Here we go. One final play. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on a 2-point conversion.
Chargers 39.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
Rodgers will take a knee, and that should do it. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, We say so long, everyone.